I adore you, Kathy.
Oh, you're amazing, Joan. Thank you so much for doing this. Do older people even like sex? I'm here with Joan Price from joanprice.com, and I'm Kathy Bertulli from theintimacydojo.com. And Joan, I mean, do older people even like sex? Like, is that a thing? Can they even have sex?
Well, Kathy, I would like to ask people who think that older people don't like sex, at what age do you want to retire your genitals?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you watch modern TV, it'd be about 29.
Make sure that nothing happens. Yes, we like sex. Now, is sex for us the way it used to be when we were young? No, it is not. We often need to expand our notion of what sex is,
right,
of what good sex is, what we need to explore, what brings us to arousal and orgasm, because those things change over time.
Yeah.
We can't assume that what turned us on in our 20s will turn us on in our 70s.
Right.
It doesn't work the same way. And for your question, do older people even like sex? Well, some people think they don't, because they think it has to be what it used to be.
It doesn't look the way that you would see in a porn movie, or like when in our 20s and the hormones are taking over and, oh my God, tear their clothes off.
And they'll say, no, I don't like that, or no, I can't do that anymore, or, oh, I'd be way too embarrassed to even try that. And so often people will retreat from sex because they think sex has to be a particular way.
Yeah.
But if we expand our notion of what sex is to include any kind of sexual expression, any kind of stimulation that arouses us, that gets us excited, that gives us intimacy with a partner or gives us great delights on our own, then yes, we can enjoy sex lifelong.
I love it. I love it. I think that sometimes we use the excuse because, especially if we've had a dry spell, it can be kind of scary to reconnect. It's very intimate and vulnerable. And I know that I've used my size, nobody wants to be close to me because of my size, as an excuse to not let people close. And I know that I have friends that are very image conscious. And like, oh, I have some wrinkles here, a little cellulite here. And like, I can't have sex. They'll laugh at me or they'll judge me.
Yeah.
And so much of it is, sex is amazing and delightful. It's like, you get to be near another human being. And most people aren't as critical as we are of ourselves.
Oh, yes, we are the most critical of ourselves. And the body image thing is huge, especially for women.
Yeah.
The older they get, they think, well, you know, we look around us, we look at the media images of desirable bodies, and they don't look like mine, they don't look like yours.
Yeah.
They look like some unattainable person's. And we see in porn or even in erotica or just in our memories of what sex used to be like, that we're supposed to be capable of great, hot, instant arousal, you know, that close the door and push her onto the kitchen table kind of thing that's still in movies. Who wants that? I never did.
The cereal bowls goes on the floor, you step on glass, it hurts.
But geez, who wants that? So if we just need to laugh at what we can't do or don't want to do, and then explore what we do want to do, and own that.
I love that. It's so beautiful. And I think a lot of it is about being present with our bodies and listening to our bodies versus, I grew up for a long time, like the little bit I knew about sex was from porn. And it was very much action oriented, and like it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to be present with this touch or what my arm is noticing and feeling, or like just being in the moment with it and letting my body dance with someone else's.
Oh, body dance with someone else's. I love that. You know I love all dancing.
Yes.
But yeah, that's beautiful. And so often we older people get so concerned, so wrought about how our bodies look, and ooh, I like being on top, but that makes my wrinkles sag more. So I can't do it. I have to be, you know, we do these things to ourselves where if instead of judging ourselves, instead of being so critical, we just said, what delights can my body give me?
Yes.
What delights does my partner's body give me?
Yeah.
What delights can I give my partner? What sensations do I enjoy? Instead of a goal or a picture in our mind about what that's supposed to look like, just say, okay, what sensations do I feel? Let me just give myself up to those sensations.
Yeah, it's
because
not
we get in our own way, you know. If we're worried about
all the time
about being too slow to arouse, anxiety will make us even slower. The flight or fight mechanism,
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
Where we're worried about it, we're anxious, and so it'll never happen.
It's like, oh, forget it.
But if instead we go, I don't care how it ends. I just want to enjoy this. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's just do this. Wow, I love this.
Even if this went on for hours, just, oh my God, it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I really appreciate that, Joan.
Thank you, Kathy.
If you'd like more resources, go to joanprice.com or email joan@joanprice.com if you want to get any of Joan's webinars. Joan, thank you for sharing all of this. If anyone's listening has questions they'd like to ask, you can leave them in the comments below or email me at Kathy@theintimacydojo.com.
It's been a delight, Kathy. Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Joan.